Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarius, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man, what's going on? Alright, so in this video, we're going to be talking about how to only source top range cars for import export. Now, I get it. I know. You're like, Ty, brah, this has been done. I know. But still to this day, people ask me how I'm able to get top range vehicles, and we still have a ton of new players every single week, month, day coming into GT Online. So, I mean, it's good to have a refresher and kind of go through it. So, let me kind of give you an idea and show you what it looks like and how to get how to source top range vehicles only for import export. Now, every warehouse will hold 40 vehicles, okay? There is a certain formula, a ratio. This is not a glitch, it's not any kind of trick. It's just a ratio or a formula that you need to have to be able to only source top range vehicles, okay? A lot of people are like, Ty, I have duplicates of this or that or whatever. But this is what you want to have, okay? So we're in my warehouse right now. This is my inventory. You want to filter by range. We'll go by standard range first, okay? Now count with me. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right. Now this formula will vary a little bit. You want to have 11 standard, 11 mid range, and you want to have roughly 4 top range vehicles. As you see right here, I have 11 mid range as well. Now you can have 10, 10, and 5. You can do that as well. You want to have your vehicle warehouse between 62 to 65% full. And with this formula, okay, as you see right here, I only have 4 top range cars. But you can, like I said, it's 11, 11, and 4. That's what I have, or I have 11, 11, 5 right now. That's fine too. That works as well. But you want to have 11, 11, 4 or 10, 10, and 5, and that formula right there will get you where you need to be to where you only sell top range, okay? Now, this method is perfectly 100% solo. It is totally solo, okay? You don't have to worry about, anybody else helping you. I don't recommend doing collection sales because that can easily mess up your formula. Because some collections have a variation of top range, mid range, or they could deplete your mid range or your standard range, and then you end up sourcing more of those. So just do one at a time. The cooldown time is less. You can mix other things with it, bunker and stuff like that, or import or MC businesses. And if you guys don't know, import export is the best solo money making method. Okay, period. That is known. That is science. That is facts. If anybody tells you different, they don't know what they're talking about, and do not listen to them at all. All right. I've tested this time and time again, and this is what it is. And if you mix import export with bunker, and you throw in some VIP missions like sightseer during the cooldown time, that is the absolute best formula to make money in this game. All right, you can make around $1 million every 3 hours grinding out, which is actually really good money, considering what's going on with the game. All right, now we're going into my office. I want to show you the actual percentage and the breakdown and what it looks like for how many cars are going to be filled up in there with the computer, because you have to go back to your CEO office to be able to source the vehicle. And now I'm gonna prove to you right here that it works. I'm predicting right now. I'm gonna source a vehicle, and it's gonna be a top range. Okay, so yeah, it should be the top range, the Mamba, I believe, the blue Mamba, old blue or something like that is what it should be. Psychic. All right, it's magic. All right, so we're logging onto the computer system, going to vehicle cargo, and I'm gonna show you what it all looks like. Um, and like I said, guys, this has been tested. We know this is what it is, and this will work perfect for you. So I am 65% full right now. And like I said, you want to be between 62 and 65% full. That's the range you want to stay between right there, and you'll have no problem at all. Now, what you're like, Ty, what if I, have 40 cars in my warehouse? What am I supposed to do? Well, I'll get to that in just a second. So here's what it looks like. I have 26 vehicles, right? I have 11 standard, 11 mid, that's 22. Then I had 4 top range, that makes 26 out of 40 vehicles. You really want to stay between 23 to 27, 24 to 27 vehicles is what you want to have around there, okay? And then I'll be able to source top range only from this period. And that's what you want to do. That's where you want to be. And that's my warehouse right there. I love that warehouse. I believe it is the most expensive one. It is worth it though. I mean, as you saw, I've made almost 20 million on import export, and I don't even hit it up as hard as I hit up other businesses and things like that. So, I mean, that's pretty good. I'll show you a few other of the warehouses. Most of them in the southern part of the city. I like to stay close to my CEO office. This guy right here is 2.4. That's probably that's a really good one to start out with. That one I just showed you is I'll go back to it. It's 1.5 million. And that's a really good warehouse to start out with. I wouldn't recommend going far south like that one on the island right there. That's just too. I mean, I don't know anybody that has that one. I haven't heard really anything about this one right here, 1.9 million. I just don't think being that far down there on the map is a good idea. But this one right here is really good to start out with. It's 1.5 million. It's decently located in the city. It's not that bad. It's the cheapest one. So you can buy a cheap warehouse for $1 million, buy the cheapest warehouse or cheap office for $1 million, buy the cheapest warehouse for 1.5. You're in it for 2.5 million. You'll get that money back in no time at all. You know, that's really the best way to go about doing that. And you know, like I said, import export. You don't have to buy any security. You don't have to buy any upgrades. It's 2.5 million flat. And a lot of times, Rockstar will put like the warehouses or the offices on sale. And like I said, that's a good investment. You'll be able to make that money back in no time. All right, so let's take a look. We're going to go back. Like I said, I've made 19.8 million. Let's go ahead and source a vehicle. I'm going to show you what that looks like. We're going to knock that out. Yes, we are sure we're going to steal it. And I definitely recommend getting a Cargobob to help out. I'm going to be using one. You don't have to, though, but I really do recommend. And as you see right there, bam, top range. It's the, oh, wow, the Mamba, Old Blue. That's the license plate on there. So, yeah, that you will get that every single time. So just keep that ratio, keep that formula, and you won't have any problems whatsoever. So you're like, Ty, okay, I've got 40 cars filled up. I wanted to max out, or I'm getting duplicates of, standard or mid-range. What you want to do, whatever amount of top range vehicles you have, sell it down to 4. Sell all your top range vehicles down to 4, okay? Then after that, sell your mid range down to 11 or 10. Sell your standard down to 11 or 10. All right, don't source anything. Just sell them down. If you got 40, sell it down. You know what I mean? Do other things in between your cooldown. Run some VIP missions. Sell some, street cars or whatever. Do some, MC business, bunker business, smugglers run, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, do any of that stuff. I'm going to line up for a nice little collateral right here. Luis, you'd be proud of me. Yeah, do that. So sell down to that variable, or that ratio. Don't do any sourcing. Start with the top range. Go down to 4 top range vehicles. Go down to 11 or 10 standard and 11 or 10 mid-range. Okay, like I said, mine is 4, 11, 11. That's where I usually keep it. And then you'll want to check it in your office, your computer, and make sure you're around 63% full. And then as soon as you go back to source, you should not have any issues whatsoever. You should be sourcing top range cars from then on out. Now listen, don't just completely fill up your top range. Source a top range, sell it. Source a top range, sell it. Source a top range, sell it. And inside, don't just keep filling up, because you'll get to a point where all your top range will be up, and it'll mess up your ratio. Just keep it around 4 or 5 top range cars, okay? Don't try and don't do too much, because you won't be able to sell any more than if you're doing a solo, you won't be able to sell any more than one anyways. All right, so just do that. Just sell one. In that 20-minute cooldown, run other businesses, do other things, VIP, whatever, and then keep it going from there. I'm just kind of showing you guys, what this looks like with the Cargobob, picking it up. We came over here, mark those dudes out. Now, if you're using a Cargobob, it is very, very important. Practice with that hook. Go into like a regular session, go to like a parking lot and start practicing with the hook, because you don't want to smash the car up and get it damaged. As you see, the repair cost is at 0, and you want to get altitude. You want to gain altitude. You want to get to about 1,100 feet before you start taking off to your warehouse, depending on where it is. And because you will have bad guy choppers coming after you, but if you get enough altitude, you can see how I line myself up directly with my yellow dot where the warehouse is. So I gain my altitude, and I just do a straight line right there. I'm high enough to cover the buildings, the power line towers. If there's any mountains around, I get to a comfortable height, and I just go right there for it. And then eventually the bad guy chopper will start coming at me, and you'll be too far ahead and too high up. You don't have to worry about correcting it. He'll be far enough behind you. He's not going to be able to shoot at you. Even if he does, chances are it's just going to hit the chopper, and you'll be right there by your warehouse anyways. And you don't have to worry about landing the chopper. You just have to get, in the area above, low enough, right above your Corona ring, that yellow ring right there at your warehouse. And it'll automatically, kick you into the animation screen, and you'll be good to go. And that's what you want to do, man. So it's really easy. This is not hard at all. Hope this helps out. Let me know if you got any questions in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button. And stay dangerous, man. Alright, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Yeah.